Raider reaction is for mature audiences only. So if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the fire.
It's another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield, I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation, and you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And where is that, might you ask? Well, let me give you some simple directions. It's just down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop on the corner and ask my man Joe. He's a gentleman and a scholar, as well as a man of commerce, so if you slip him the right thing, he'll point you in the right direction. You're going to take a left and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street, you're going to roll past this deep, dark, creepy-ass alley. And as you pass it, a cool breeze will hit you that'll chill you right to your skeletal core. Is it the autumn wind? Well, of course it is. And should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Abso-frickin-lutely. Because what you will find at the end is a special little place that we like to call Deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Wednesday on Raider Reaction, we drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide as we go top to bottom through the entire upcoming schedule for Week 12. And the man who joining me, as he does every week, is the Raider Reaction resident sports guru, the one, the only, dramatic entrance, really dramatic entrance, da da da, da da da. Oh, failure. Wah, wah, wah. That's what you get for rolling live without a net. Let's try that again. And joining me, as he does every Wednesday, the one, the only, Prime. In a very studious setting with a nice sweater there.
Yeah. We had to come inside. What's going on, Raider Nation? What's going on, football fans?
Where's the pipe slippers? You're looking very comfy.
What? Nah, man. All right. As the internet catches up.
Well,
are you with me?
With you. Are you with me?
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to get there.
All right. Are you with me? Are you with me? All righty. So,
are you with me?
We're a week behind, Primes, because we didn't have a show last week because of technical issues in the studio. So, but we're back on. We still had our picks up. Our picks were made nonetheless, and we both did okay. It was a really screwy week last week. A lot of games that
upsets.
Yeah, a lot of games that came down to close finishes. It was just a screwy week in general. So, but we both did okay, as you went 8-5 on the week, which wasn't bad considering what the week turned out to be. I also went 8-5. So you gained no ground, you lost no ground. You're still up by 14 games on me. So you're sitting at
there was
92 and 55 currently, and I am sitting at 78 and 69. So you've got me by 14 games still. So
yeah, it's a pretty healthy lead. I can't help but notice, that's right, lines. A little bit of a domination there, but that's cool. That's cool. And I think the wager we have so far is the Kiki challenge or something in a terrible jersey.
We need something better than that. You know, so you guys gotta step it up. That we need much better.
I don't know. I'm not going through a table like a Buffalo Bill fan or anything like that.
I was willing to go with the table, but you know.
That's ridiculous. Man,
Apparently.
I can't go through a table. Yeah, I'm scared. I want to go to the doctor for man. So, what are you in here for? Well, I hurt my back. How'd you manage that? Well, I lost a bet and I went through a table. What?
Well, you know, stranger things have happened. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me get something queued up here, Prime. So, let's start. It's a great day tomorrow. Obviously, it's Thanksgiving, which is personally one of my favorite holidays because it revolves around football and eating. And that's two of my favorite things. So, it's a great thing.
For sure. And we got 3 games tomorrow. So
I love the fact that Thursday Night Football really gets to shine when it's Thanksgiving, because now instead of having the 2 standard, the Detroit and Dallas game, you get an extra game that could be anything, and they try to set it up so it's a premier game. So you got Atlanta and New Orleans, which is a great game to cap off the night. So now you get basically a whole day full of NFL football.
Yeah.
And with little breaks in between, so you can sleep off or snack and gear back up for the next game. So it's a beautiful thing.
And pretty solid matchups being divisional games. So, you've got the Bears at the Lions, and the Bears aren't even going to be starting Trubisky. He's going to be out, I believe. So,
But well, I don't know, man. Detroit. I don't know if I believe
they beat
they got
Carolina.
the big win last week. I mean, who saw that one coming? But
Right? Nobody. No one saw that coming.
well, I've never believed in Carolina. I mean, I've been on record many, many times to say that. But
Right,
one of
right,
those, I don't know. I don't believe in. I don't believe in Cam Newton. I just don't. But Detroit, I can't take Detroit, man. Chicago's looking good. Khalil Mack is playing like Khalil Mack. I mean, did you see him throw that left tackle for the Vikings with one arm and basically threw him halfway across the offensive line? My God, why did we let that man go?
Yeah, he is a man amongst boys. He always has been, and I can't believe, I would have given him every single dollar he wanted.
Yeah.
There's not a chance I would have let a player like that leave my locker room.
That's a conversation for another day. But I'm taking Chicago in this one, Prime. I think Chicago takes down Detroit on Christmas Day. I think this primetime game, you see Khalil Mack absolutely shine in this game, and I think the defense carries this game for Chicago. I'm picking the Bears.
On that note, all right, first of all, it's not Christmas Day, it's Thanksgiving Day. Second of all, yeah, it's not prime time, it's at 12:30 in the afternoon. Yeah. And I understand the Bears defense, but I think with that,
it's prime time when it's on, and it's the only game, and I understand what you mean. It's not prime time, but did I say Christmas? I don't know if I say Christmas.
It'll be all right. With that though, I'm going Lions. The Lions at home on Thanksgiving. The Bears without their starting quarterback. I'm going Lions.
Lions. All right. He's going Lions. Well, there's one I'm going to gain right there. So I'll only be 13 back now after that one. So all right. Moving along, we're at Washington. Washington minus a fractured Alex Smith. And they start Colt McCoy against Dallas, who Dallas all of a sudden has won a couple games. I mean, close games, but nonetheless, they've won a couple games, and they've got some momentum going.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper actually seems to be helping out because
Well, no, they lost to Seattle.
Yeah, did they lose? I thought they'd won 2 in a row. They beat Atlanta. Didn't they win 2 in a row?
Or no, Seattle beat Green Bay last week.
Yeah, Dallas has won 2 in a row. And
okay.
Yeah, because they've gotten back to 5-5. And this is a big game now because Washington's led this division pretty much out of the gate. And Dallas now has a chance to be the one that steps up because Colt McCoy, man, he couldn't make it as a Brown. So this is his second go-round. Let's see what he's going to do, I guess.
Yeah, change of scenery, change of coach. I don't know. Colt McCoy is still in the NFL. I'm sure he's a capable backup. The problem is Alex Smith is going to be out for a long time with multiple fractures in his leg. Yeah. Jawaris. And with that, the Redskins, I think, are going to suffer. I mean, Alex Smith is probably one of the top 10. He's definitely a top 10 quarterback in this league. I think he's better than a lot of starters, actually. But with that, the Redskins are going to struggle. And I think it's going to be the Cowboys that win that game.
I'm picking the Cowboys as well. I can't go with Washington in this one. I think the losing a quarterback like Alex Smith, who had this team in first place and was leading them this season, and you lose him, you're not going to bounce back from that. And I got to pick Dallas as well. So, I think you got one road game or one road winner and one home winner so far on your Thanksgiving Day football lineup. Atlanta at.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're going both homers though on Thanksgiving Day so far. And next, you've got
I'm gonna
Atlanta
keep the streak alive.
4-6 Atlanta at 9-1 New Orleans. New Orleans is also at home. I'm guessing you're picking the home sweep here, Prime, for Thanksgiving.
You betcha. You absolutely guessed it right. I don't think, I mean, I've already put that one team, the Rams, in that I'm not going to bet against them category. And now I can't know the Saints right now, the way they're playing. I mean, Drew Brees could be the MVP at this age. I mean, he's playing outstanding.
I don't see how he's not the
What's
MVP.
that?
Drew Brees is just bitch slapping teams right now. It's silliness. What he did to the Eagles, who are the defending Super Bowl champions, they just absolutely dismantled them. I mean, I think it was a little due to our voodoo doll. I'd like to think we contributed a little to that, but we'd like to help in any way we can. But man, that was ugly. That was supposed to run up the score ugly.
It was bad. I mean, I don't think they can be stopped right now. And I tell you what, if in so case the playoffs go through New Orleans, then you're going to see the Saints in the Super Bowl, man. That's how good they look to me right now.
I had the Saints pegged as a Super Bowl team last year, and I think they're better this year than they were last year. So I picked
absolutely
my Super Bowl favorite right now. I picked them over the Rams. I mean, I know they beat the Rams. I don't hold a lot of credence in just that one game. That was a track meet of a game. It could have went either way. But I don't know. I just think Drew Brees, he's got it done in the playoffs before. He wins big games, and the Rams are a young team led by a young quarterback, and I just think that'll show in the playoffs. I think they're a year or so away from their chance at the NFC crown. I think the Saints take it this year, but we'll see.
I think they're going to be there, and if that game is in New Orleans, then they win. But if that game is in L.A., then I'm going to say the Rams win in all actuality. That is really a matter of who is at home for that game.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have that conversation later.
Speaking of track meets, I mean, did you watch that game?
Yeah, I watched
between the Chiefs and the Rams.
I had a show that night, so I didn't get to watch the whole thing. But I did watch the.
Oh.
And wow, it was man, what a high scoring affair. The Chiefs, the first team to score 50 and lose. That was that was crazy. Crazy game. They say that's the future of the NFL now. This is what they're saying.
No. That's one game.
I
know. Well, I don't know. Then you had the Saints blow up on the Eagles, but still, I think, I mean, a majority of teams are not scoring like that. A majority of teams are not built like that. Now, granted, they're going to see the success that occurs with these wide open, these spread out offenses, okay? And they're going to try and copy that. They're going to try and make it, I guess, quarterback friendly for those college kids that are coming out of the universities now. Those quarterbacks are getting a little more playing time a lot earlier. So they're catering those offenses to those quarterbacks. Now, if that means we're going to have – I mean, that still says nothing about the defense. And I don't know. I think that's more of an anomaly than a trend right now.
I don't know if I agree with that statement either, but that's just what everybody was saying. But everybody's usually full of shit. So moving on, we've got first up of the early games. You got 2-8 Oakland coming off a win in Arizona, which is, it is what it is, against 5-5 Baltimore, who I believe they're making the move to Lamar. I think they're making the move at quarterback. I think it's going to be him starting this week, and we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to stay on that home cooking right now in honor of Thanksgiving, and I'm going to go with the Ravens on this. Even with Lamar Jackson, like I said, they're trying to open up the offenses. They're trying to cater to these college quarterbacks. So maybe they go 5 wide, they go 4 wide with a single back all day and just let it rip with the youngin and let them do read options all day. That's all they do is read options. But anyway, so yeah, with that though, the Ravens are way better than Arizona.
Yes, they are. I will not lie, but I'll tell you what. We both picked the Raiders last week. We were both right. Which is, I haven't been very right picking the Raiders. I don't know, man. I got a weird feeling about this game. I don't see us. I don't see us winning the next 2, possibly 3 after this one. But for some reason, I got a weird feeling about this Ravens game. I don't think the Ravens.
It's a long flight to Baltimore.
It is a long flight to Baltimore, but I don't know, man. I'm picking Oakland. I think Oakland wins in an upset. In a close game, somehow a crazy turnover, something just goes. Something goes our way, man. I just think it's gonna be one of those games, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, there's 2 in a row," and then we're probably gonna get absolutely destroyed by the Chiefs and the Steelers at home because they're gonna absolutely put up like 50 points on us both games. So,
yeah,
I'm really.
That's gonna
but
happen.
I think this one, there's enough mojo and enough good going off of. I don't know. I just think the football gods are gonna shine down and give us a back-to-back win and before the wheels come off for the rest of the season. So we'll see. I'm picking Oakland over Baltimore this weekend.
Right on. I'm going Ravens.
Yeah, that was probably going to bite me in the ass. But a juggernaut of a game, which was supposed to be Jacksonville, who tried to change their name to Saxonville last year, which I said was bullshit at the time, and it really proves to be bullshit now, as they're sitting at 3-7 against the Buffalo Bills, who are one of the worst teams in football at 3-7 as well, and are basically one game out of the number 1 overall pick. Buffalo's at home. Who do you got in this one, Prime? This is a rough game here.
This is a real rough game. You got Jacksonville going up to Buffalo where it's cold. Oh man. You think it's cold where I am. It's colder in Buffalo, New York right now. Guaranteed. Man, they probably got like some lake effect snow or something going on over there. Oh, man, what kind of weather is Jacksonville going to be playing in? That Sunshine State, man, oh, man. They're going to... But with that, they're still way more talented than the Bills are right now, even if they do run their entire offense through LaShawn McCoy. The Jaguars are definitely going to win that game, I think. So
yeah, the Jaguars they've had some real clunkers this season, but overall, I don't think they're still a talented team on defense, and they still got solid running backs, and they're gonna destroy Buffalo. I don't think this is even going to be a close game. I really don't. I wish I could go against you on this one, but I can't. It's definitely Jacksonville all the way on that one. Moving on, you've got this is an interesting game. You got 2 teams that are kind of at crossroads right now. They're sitting at that. Seattle's at 5-5, going to Carolina to play the Panthers, who are 6-4. Both of them are that man. They're at that weird time where you don't want to. Seattle doesn't want to take that loss and drop to 5-6, and Carolina needs in that. I mean, they're chasing the Saints already. So, interesting games.
yeah, it's a must-win. This would be a must-win game for both teams, and man, I am on some serious home cooking this week because I gotta go Panthers. Carolina's going to win that game. They're going to at home. I think they are a better team, at least on paper. I mean, I know on paper means jack and shit, but the roster of the Carolina Panthers is really, really good. So I think they can put it together and beat the Seahawks.
No, I'm picking Russell Wilson in this one on the road. I think Russell Wilson's good.
Nah. Do you think Cam Newton's better than Russell Wilson? Who's the better quarterback here?
Who's a better quarterback?
Russell Wilson or Cam Newton?
Russell Wilson.
Really?
It's all about that ring.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, no way. Dude, yeah, whatever. I mean, The ring, Russell Wilson, when he won that, he was the equivalent of, I don't know, the Tampa Bay, was it Brad Johnson?
You're gonna call him Brad Johnson?
Like,
oh, man.
yeah.
He kicked the man in the stones. You compared Russell to Brad fucking Johnson? Oh, come on.
He was a game manager. At best.
No, I gotta disagree with you on that one. I think Russell Wilson's no. Cam Newton is not.
Dude, he barely even had the training wheels off of the offense. Nah, the training wheels were still on the offense. All he had to do was hand the ball off to Marshawn.
No.
Either that or throw slants to.
A better quarterback than Cam Newton. Maybe not in that Super Bowl at time, but he is now. If you're asking who I think a better quarterback is now, it's by far Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson has a Super Bowl.
By far? You're crazy. What kind of Kool-Aid are you sipping on?
What?
Oh, my God.
By far.
Russell Wilson's a shade off of Johnny Manziel. Dude, like... Yeah, Russell Wilson, hands down. No way. Give me the 6'5", 220 dude.
Barely even won a game in the NFL, and you're comparing him to a Super Bowl champion quarterback.
They're the same size.
Purple drink?
Russell. Yeah, how? Get that holiday cheer, son.
Warm inside.
Hell yeah.
I'm taking Seattle. There's another game. There's 3. So already we're on the opposite side of already this week.
So we're making moves.
12.
We're making moves.
All right. We're gonna shake something up this week. God damn it! All right, moving on. You got the Battle of Ohio. Cleveland, 3-6-1, goes on the road to Cincinnati. Short trip. Play 5-5 Cincinnati. Cincinnati needs a win. I think they freaking shred Cleveland.
Yeah? A.J. Green hasn't been on the field for those Bengals, and without him, they are rather ordinary. They're pretty basic there in Cincinnati. Now, Baker Mayfield, on the other hand, and the Cleveland Browns, here we go. Woo, woo, woo. They are my road warrior of the week. I got to say, the Cleveland Browns are going to win that game in Cincinnati.
I will disagree with you again. Damn, that's
what?
That's 4. I'm gonna disagree with you. I think Cincinnati wins this game. I thought Cincinnati really had a chance, should have won that game last week. And even without A.J. Green, and I'm well aware of A.J. Green's not in there because not having A.J. Green has pretty much put me out of the playoffs over the course of the last 2 weeks in fantasy because my team just did not produce where it needed to produce winnable games both weeks and just couldn't get it done. And A.J. Green being out was a big part of that because he's Andy Dalton's go-to guy, and I got Andy Dalton starting. So.
Oh, yeah.
But I think.
That's right. We did just play each other in fantasy football as well, where I had a modest win. I would have lost to most folks, but I was lucky enough to win this game.
Yeah, it was really terrible, man. My team really. You hit me at a bad bye week, man. I was missing James White, and
Ooh, I saw that.
I was missing firepower. That hurt, really hurt. But yeah. Otherwise, I probably I would have had that game. That really sucked. But
I don't agree with having a bunch of players on the same bye week, man.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's just that's just giving yourself a loss.
Yeah, it is what it is. Nothing you can do at certain times.
You can substitute for dudes here and there.
Yeah, running backs are hard to make up for, though. When they're out, they're out. I'm sticking with Cincinnati, so we're split on that one as well. So this is the game, the early game that they are highlighting for the national game, which I don't understand this one because I saw the map for what game is going to be the early game where they're showing across the majority of the nation. I mean, they're showing this game on probably 90% of the country. And it's the 7-3 Patriots on the road at the 3-7 Jets. Why the hell is that the game that you're going to put all over the country? I don't understand that one. I really don't get that one. But
all right, here's why.
Because it's Tom Brady.
It's Tom Brady. And the Jets have historically, in this home game, have historically been able to do something against the Patriots. They've, like, surprised them, shocked them before. They've won those games when they shouldn't have, you know? The Jets have done that. So I guess, I don't know. And they got the rookie quarterback over there, Sam Darnold. You know, he's television worthy.
Nobody.
But, nah, Patriots are going to win that game.
Oh, well, hell yeah, they are. This is going to be freaking ugly, man. That's a terrible game that they're going to force the nation to watch right there. All you poor bastards with cable have to watch your regular programming that they tell you got to spoon feed you. That sucks. You're going to have to watch the freaking Patriots and destroy the Jets. Another NFC matchup. You've got the New York Giants, 3-7, at the Philadelphia Eagles, 4-6, a divisional matchup, Prime. The Eagles need this win and need it bad. They're still in the division hunt, man. And with Washington losing Alex Smith, the Cowboys are only 5-5. They win this game, they're still in it.
Yeah, it's anybody's division to lose now with Washington losing Alex Smith. But with that, yeah, the Eagles need to win something fierce. And the Giants, I don't care. They're still not that good. Eli Manning's hot garbage now. He needs to retire. Yeah. You know who's better than Eli Manning? Cam Newton. All right, anyway.
Eli Manning's got 2 goddamn.
But, yeah.
He's just old. He stayed around too long. Eli's is past his
I am not talking about hardware. I'm not talking about the other 10 guys that are on the same side of the ball as you. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, even Alex, Green Bay quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Even Aaron Rodgers is way better than the one ring he has.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I am so sick of everybody telling me how great Aaron Rodgers is. I don't give a shit if he can stand and throw a ball in a fucking bucket in the goddamn end zone. I don't give a shit. It's a quarterback's worth is counted by hardware. You are the CEO, leader of that team. I'm sorry. That's the one position to me that you're worth by the rings and what you did. You're the leader of the team.
No way. No way.
Oh, come on now. Don't give me the fucking Dan Marino argument like Dan Marino's the greatest quarterback ever because he had all these great stats.
No. Dan Marino's one. Dan Marino's a ton better than Frank Tarkenton or John.
Either. He just went to Super Bowls and lost too, just like Dan Marino.
That's right. I don't care. Dan Marino. I mean, Mike Vick. Dude, Mike Vick at his prime was one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen. He revolutionized the freaking position. He changed the game,
what?
dude.
How do you revolutionize the position when he didn't even fucking win anything? What do you revolutionize about it? Why would he's not the first running quarterback. There were running quarterbacks before him. He's just the first guy who did it all like that. But he never won anything. What did he win? What did he win?
NFC Championship.
Oh, he won jack and shit because his team's right here on the goddamn kitty table. He didn't get him off of there. He's
I don't care.
He's Steve Bartkowski. To me, he's as good as Bartkowski. He's just another Falcons quarterback who did nothing. He's Chris Chandler.
I guess I have the ability to look at like arm talent and physical ability. You know?
But if it doesn't get you anywhere, Prime, if it doesn't do anything for you, what did that physical ability get him?
Got to surround him with the right players. Quarterbacks, I'm sorry, they throw the ball, they hand the ball off, but they're not the coach, they're not the players. There's 1,000,001 other factors that go into winning a football game besides the quarterback.
But That's what I'm just saying. I don't buy that he revolution. I've never bought that he revolutionized the quarterback position because he never won anything. So if you're gonna revolutionize something, you should probably have something to show for that at the end of it. That's all I'm saying. Besides,
Kelly was great. Jim Kelly? Oh my gosh. Buffalo Bill quarterback?
yeah, but
Man, I'm sorry.
but what's he
He's
known
better
for?
than Troy Aikman.
He,
Losing 4
if he
Super
was better
Bowls.
than Troy Aikman, he'd have won a fucking Super Bowl. He lost to him twice. And he had Thurman
Team
Thomas,
effort, man.
Andre Reed, a world-class defense. He had everything right and lost 4 goddamn times.
Once because of a kicker.
Shouldn't have never left it to a kicker.
That's right. But they're on the team, too. They got to do their part.
Yeah. Well, no, you put it in the hands of the kicker, you deserve to lose. Who are you taking with Philly and the Giants? I'm taking Philly.
Taking the Eagles.
All right,
Taking the Eagles.
Both on the man.
Flutie
Man,
Flakes.
there's some shitty games this week, and here's another one: 2-8 San Francisco at 3-7 Tampa Bay. My God, there's another shitty matchup for the week. Who do you got in this one? The Buck. Who the hell are the Bucks starting?
Who's the starting?
Are they starting Jameis this week?
Who's the quarterback?
I don't know.
Last I heard was Jameis.
I think Jameis came off.
Last I heard was Jameis.
He came off the bench and threw a couple touchdowns. I would assume they would go back to Jameis. Dirk Cutter he's scared to death for his job right now. That's the rumors all around the local water cooler. Is he's probably out at the end of the year, so he's got to win some games. And if he can win them with Jameis, he's gonna shove him back in there whether he likes him or not. So just
Cam Newton's better than every quarterback in Florida.
That's not saying shit. You got Blake Bortles, Ryan Tannehill, Brock Osweiler, and Jameis.
No, I got to go Bucks on this, though. I'm still going to go Bucks. The 49ers aren't that good.
The 49ers aren't that good, and I think this is the game the Bucks win. They're at home, and I think they get this one. They're rolling with Nick Mullins again, and as you know, Nick Mullins looked like a fucking world beater against us. It's not going to happen again. Not on a regular basis.
Matt Moore.
Not on a regular basis. Now here, 2-8 Arizona coming off the loss to the Raiders at home, going on the road to LA to play the Chargers. 7-3, coming off the shocking loss to Denver last week. But I kind of see coming, Prime, because they didn't look that good against the Raiders. The Raiders just couldn't put any points up against them. But that was definitely a game they could have lost, and they didn't look that good that week, and then they continued and went out and kind of looked like shit against Denver. So, what do you think this week? They should beat the...
I don't know. I think they'll get back on track. They're going to beat the Cardinals.
Yeah, they should. They should beat the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I gotta pick them, man. I gotta pick the Chargers. I can't see the Cardinals. The Cardinals are a bad team.
Oh man, they're a dumpster fire right now.
They really are a bad team.
The Cardinals, the Cardinals are in real bad shape. They got to do a massive overhaul of. I mean, I was talking to an Arizona native actually recently, and he said the loss of Bruce Arians, their coach, had way more of an impact than they really anticipated. Like, that guy brought a lot of attitude. He was not only he was a good coach, but he had a little personality and attitude, and that carried on over to the team. And since he's been gone, it has just been like a wind tunnel, just empty in Arizona, man. They can't even get people to those games, and that team is absolutely terrible. They're a hot dumpster fire. So I won't bet on them at all this year, so.
No, I got to go with the Chargers in this one. I can't see Arizona taking them down. I just can't see it. Arizona's a bad team. I mean, hell, they lost us last week, so they're just a bad team. Now, Here's another interesting game, Prime. It's an AFC matchup where you've got two teams that are sitting at the middle of the road. They're both at 5-5. They're at that same crossroads, kind of like that Seattle Carolina game where this is really a must-win game for both these teams. You've got Miami on the road against the resurgent Colts. The Colts have looked freaking really good the last several weeks. They are Andrew Luck is firing on all cylinders. He's got T.Y. Hilton back. They look good. And Miami,
Yeah.
I don't know about Miami. They kind of seem to be going in the other direction. So this may be the Colts are passing on the way by. And sup, see you in the rearview mirror kind of game.
Yep.
Is what I'm seeing. What are you seeing here?
Yeah, I definitely see the Colts winning here because, I mean, the neckbeard is on fire right now. Like, Andrew Luck is shaking off all the rust he had at the beginning of the season, and he's got that team humming with his bum wide receivers outside of T.Y. Hilton. And, oh, man, he's had the tight end in Eric Ebron. Oh, my gosh, he's been huge for the Colts this year. So, yeah, I don't see them having any issues with the Dolphins whatsoever.
I'm taking the Colts as well. I think they're a hot team right now, and I think they're working themselves into playoff form where Miami's just trying to keep things together and keep it together through injuries. I think the Colts they're a hot team right now, and I think they continue that this week, and they take down Miami and a little home cooking in the dome there in Indy. Next, you've got Pittsburgh 7-2-1 at the 4-6 Broncos. Broncos had the big win last week against the Chargers. The Steelers are a much different animal than Denver. That's for sure.
Sorry about that. Some momentary technical difficulty. My apologies.
Yeah, I thought you was just reading something really intently there for a second, and then I looked back. I was like, "Oh, I don't think he's moving."
Yeah, no, I wasn't moving. No. So, yeah, with the Steelers at the Broncos, yeah, Pittsburgh. When they're on, they're on. They're not quite on. I think they've had some struggles lately, but didn't they lose last week?
Yeah, no, yes, no, shit, I don't remember. No, they didn't lose last week. They played Jacksonville last week.
They barely won. Yeah, they were losing most of that game last week.
That was one of the nail biters last week. There were several nail biters. There was like down to right at the end of the wire. No.
I think they'll handle the Broncos.
Oh, shit, man, I wish I could pick against you on that one, but I can't on that one as well. I really think the Steelers are that's gonna be ugly. I mean, Denver won the last game. I don't believe in Case Keenum. I think they made a bad call there. Oh, he hasn't been the guy that they hoped he would be, and I don't think he is the guy that they hoped he would be. I think they spent too much goddamn money, much like they did with a lot of other quarterbacks they've tried to bring in since Peyton Manning.
Every quarterback since Peyton Manning.
So I got to take Pittsburgh in this one. Now you've got these next two games are both big games. They're both divisional games. You got your Sunday night game, Prime, which is Green Bay at Minnesota. Green Bay is at 4-5-1. Minnesota is at 5-4-1. Both these teams need this game bad to even stay remotely alive in the playoff hunt and in the division race. Where do you see this one going?
Yeah, with the Vikings at home, I think they're going to win this game. Right now, the Packers, I think, are in a lot of trouble. I think Mike McCarthy's fired at the end of this year. Right now it's just it's a bad scene in Green Bay behind closed doors, in my opinion. So with that, I think the Vikings are going to win that home game, so and get a little bit closer to the Bears.
All right, Vikings. For some reason, Prime, I think this is one of those Aaron Rodgers games. I know I said earlier that I don't think he's as great as everybody makes him out to be, but I do think he is one of the better quarterbacks in the league, and this is one of those games I think he makes a mark at the end of the game, and he's the difference in this one. I'm picking Green.
All right. Now that's a primetime game.
It is.
We'll see if Aaron Rodgers can pull it out. Man, his receiving core, I think even like Randall Cobb is hurt. I mean, Devontae Adams is the only guy they have with any experience. They're starting like 2 rookie wide receivers that one of them's got potential or something like that. Man, they are looking bad up there in Green Bay. But nah. All right, I'll go Vikings. And then we have what? The Monday Nighter?
The Monday Nighter, yes. The Monday Nighter, Tennessee at Houston. Tennessee is 5-5. Houston 7-3. I know you're drinking the Deshaun Watson Kool-Aid. You're on that train. I'm not 100% sold.
It's good.
Houston. I think this their streak that they're on right now, I think comes to an end in this game. I'm picking Tennessee. I think Tennessee takes them down, and I think Houston probably still ends up winning this division, but I think Tennessee wins this one.
You know, Tennessee has been playing a lot better as of late, so this really should be a good game. Like, I'll definitely watch on Monday night. Yeah, so yeah, I am going to go with the Texans, though. I mean, I'm glad Tennessee's playing better, but Houston is a better team, and Deshaun Watson he's a rock star. So with that, they're going to win. So
all right,
it's the Texans.
Houston, I'm taking Tennessee. So we're split on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games this week, Prime. 6 games we're split on. So
big moves.
The opportunity to gain some ground or lose some ground for me. So we'll see how it shakes out. But so 3 games tomorrow, which is awesome. I mean, I love the fact Thursday Night Football aligns with Thanksgiving and the whole day slate, giving food and football all freaking day.
Here's a couple basketball games I'm going to pepper in there myself as well.
There's also some a great MMA fight Saturday night, Prime, which I'm not sure if you've got pegged on your calendar or not, but it's the trilogy, the third fight in the installation of Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell will be taking place Saturday night.
I forgot that was happening.
I don't know what I think about this fight, but if I get to see Chuck whoop Tito's ass for a third time, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. But I'm afraid Chuck's got a glass jaw, and he's had one for the last several times I've watched him fight. He's taken too many shots, and that jaw ain't what it used to be, and I really don't want to see him get folded by Tito. So this is a crazy fight for me, man. I don't know why it's happening, but
I don't think it's going to happen. Chuck Liddell's been lighting up Tito Ortiz for a good long time. It does. I mean, they're old now. This is so weird. Like, why is this happening?
I have no idea. Because neither one are broke. It's not like they need money. Tito might be broke. I don't know. Tito may need the damn fight. I don't think Chuck needs the fight.
Yeah. I don't know. So I'll watch these geezers roll it out to the octagon one last time to fight each other, I suppose. But I think Chuck Liddell is going to knock him out. He always does. So
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, hell, if it's one last Chuck Liddell knockout, shit, I'll take it. You know,
yeah, right.
I mean, what the hell? Yeah, I hope so. No, little feedback there, but yeah. So
I hope
big.
they should bring back the Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine, because he's got the best name in MMA.
It was a great name. It's a great name. There are some.
He's an old man now.
There are some good UFC matchups coming up as well. You got Gustafsson and John Jones rematch coming up. That's a hell of a fight. I would assume.
For the love of all things sports, can John Jones just keep his nose clean for a little while and just be the dominant fighter he was supposed to be?
Can he literally keep his nose clean?
Oh, yeah.
Clean of
Oh, yeah. That pun was so intended, it's stupid.
and coke
Yeah.
accessories.
But, like, oh, my God. But when he is in the octagon, he's one of the most dominant fighters that has ever fought in the game. And the guy just can't behave.
One of the most talented fighters I ever seen. I'm a huge MMA fan, as you are as well. I mean, I've seen every fight John Jones has ever had, even the one he lost, which he didn't actually lose. He was just disqualified. But it's the dude is he's
ridiculous, dude.
Physical talent. It's unfortunate he's a freaking knucklehead, and I hear he is a unbelievable cocky asshole outside of in person in his normal everyday life. I hear he's a real piece of work.
His brother plays in his brother plays in the NFL, right? Yeah. It's not Chandler Jones. I forget, or is it? I think it is.
No, it's not Chandler Jones. His brother played for the Ravens. I forget what his first name is.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, he's it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but this is his chance to come back again. We'll see if that pans out. We'll see if that pans out. So
if he can maintain it for a bit, he might be able to rival Anderson Silva, maybe, and just in dominance. But Anderson Silva.
Did you see?
Anderson Silva's a goat.
They're trying to make a catchweight match between Anderson Silva and Conor McGregor, which is just absolutely retarded. I've seen rumors of that, which is moronic. Is the UFC?
Oh wow, I didn't hear that.
Fucking super fights lately. They've been trying to set one up with George St. Pierre as well, and it's retarded.
Yeah, it's silly.
They'll basically stick Conor McGregor up against anybody just to get that paycheck here, pretty much.
Well, at least make it a legit fight so he can, like, I don't know, maybe try and compete for a belt, like every other fighter. Not just shove him out there like a show pony and tell him to do his thing and talk his smack and, hype up this fight, sell the ticket and what? No, the UFC, that's what's been the best thing about the UFC is because they've never really been about that. They've always put up the fights that were supposed to happen for the most part. For the most part, no one bats 1,000. But for the UFC, no. They try to put up fights that were supposed to happen that meant something that went towards winning that championship ultimately. So I mean, yeah, I'm not all about these show fights. We're gonna just we're gonna dig up Bruce Lee's body and give him the zombie serum and make him fight Conor McGregor. I'd pay to see that though.
Yeah, well, sure. That'd be badass.
Zombie Bruce Lee versus Conor McGregor. Las Vegas.
Vegas.
Nope. Madison Square Garden.
I don't even know who. The Khabib Conor rematch. I don't even care to see it. That isn't interesting.
I want to see it, but I don't want to see that immediately. Like Conor has to win one, so to speak, before he gets to fight Khabib again.
He should earn his way back. He shouldn't get it.
Right, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's it. It's over.
All right.
It's all done for this week. Well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, Prime. So happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, man. I love you guys.
We'll see you all next week. Tell your family the same. Tell your wife. You guys have an awesome Thanksgiving. And stay warm. I'm going to be out disc golfing in the morning.
Yeah. I'm in my basement, man. I'm in my basement. Welcome to my basement, ladies and gentlemen. It's dusty. I got some bookshelves behind me.
Books. Books make a man look smart, even if you're not.
I never learned to read.
All right. Prime will be back next week, as always, on another edition of Ghost to the Post. Until then, we'll be back tomorrow night. I got something very special planned for you on a Thursday night, Thanksgiving night. So make sure you tune in, Sim Raider Time, Sim Raider Channel. And I got a special little something for you tomorrow night. And then, of course, Black Friday on Friday. And then our regular game day programming, halftime, and the post-game reaction show. So, stay right here, tune to Raider Reaction, as you always should. Where we got all your Raider news, all your Raider flavor, right in one convenient spot. Thanks for joining me, as always. I appreciate every single one of you that stops in. New and old, our band of pirates, thank you, as always. I am out. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you. Have a safe and happy one, and I'll see you right here tomorrow night for a special something on Thanksgiving from Raider Reaction. I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation!